We are going to head right to Higginham for that big reveal of Rebecca Lineberry's new office. So you're sitting in your completed office right now. How does it feel looking at it come all together?
Incredible. I think seeing something that was in your brain come to life before your eyes is really rewarding.
Okay. It's such a beautiful space that I don't know if I get a lot of work done in here.
Stare
How's
out the
that working
window.
for you?
It's working well. I like it because it's roomier. I have a beautiful view of the backyard. The sun through this window all morning is incredible, and it's so much better than sitting in the dark cave that was my former office. So truly it is. It's inspiring. It gives me energy. When I want to take a break from the screen, I have pretty things to look at. I was really curious how the paper was going to look in a large scale with all of the vines, but I think the room feels a lot bigger, and I think busy patterns can do that. And with the light background, it kind of pulls the walls away. Yeah. So it made the space feel a little bit bigger. It just, I don't know, it feels like I'm sitting in nature. It's lovely.
Also your trim. Oxblood? Is that the okay, oxblood. Again, not something people would pick for a trim color.
Right.
It looks really cool.
Thank you.
Are you gonna tell us? I told you so.
Yeah, I told you so, Abby. No, I think trim is fun because that's where you can decide how you want a room to feel. So easily with this paper, you could have done a dark green, or you could have gone blue or a neutral, but I liked the contrast of this deep burgundy with the greens in the paper. I don't know, it feels warm and a little bit crisp. There's a lot of interiors at Sturbridge Village that have sharp contrast between their wallpaper and the trim, and I find that really inspiring. So that is something I've been looking to do more of here.
Okay, so that's kind of like the bones of the room, I guess, but you have a lot of cool things that you've collected and that we've seen along our journey together. Let's talk about the painting behind you.
Yes, so we scored this in Old Lyme this summer. I think it was maybe even that night I knew right away that it was going to be the inspiration for the office that had not yet been planned. To me, it feels like a contrast. I'm big on contrast and like juxtaposition of styles and colors and not having everything kind of feel themed. Yeah. So to me, I think a lot of people could say like these two things don't go together, and they're certainly not of the same kind of design style, but in the context of the whole space, they do work together. We've got a blue lamp behind you that pulls this blue. The modern element of the font is pulled throughout the room in other ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's also talk about your desk.
Yes.
Really cool piece. Where
Thank
did
you.
you find this one?
So when we first spoke, I think I said, oh, I'm just gonna use my old desk. And the more I thought about it, I wanted to figure out something new. The desk was super shallow. And so I started looking on Facebook Marketplace, which is, you know, one of my favorite hunting grounds.
It's a deep dive.
Yeah. And so I was searching and not finding anything, and out of nowhere, this popped up. It was down the street. I could walk to their house, and it was $30.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was very excited, and it's a really cool mid-century piece. It just needed some love, and I originally thought I'd paint it, and then I got to sanding and I saw all of the grains in the wood and knew I was going to keep it natural, so I just sanded it and oiled it. Wow. And that was it. Yeah. So when I first bought the house, I thought I need to make this a colonial appropriate house, and there are certain colors and certain styles, and the longer I've lived here, which is about 5 years now, I've really had a lot of fun experimenting with different styles and eras and color combinations, and leaned into what I feel like is more me and what makes me happy instead of what I think is expected of a space, which at the end of the day, who really cares? I'm the one who's sitting in here, but I think it's so easy to say, well, this is what I should do, but instead I'm trying to focus on what I want it to be.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thanks.